Even in the darkest moments, stay close. I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. And I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone, and ultimately cannot get to... the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at
all. Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go! Striker, 3-3. Striker, check striker. Mega. Ready?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mahomes firing complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Drake London, 32 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Mahomes will throw for, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Hey, 3. Ready.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, blue. Go red. Hey, blue. 10.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. after the fumble recovery. It's Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On the move past the 40. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Bro, 52. Hey, hold still. Ready?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Smash! Check up.
Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
52 blaster. Ultra. Go ultra.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ultra. Ready.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready. Watch it. 6. Yo, blue.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Trouble 38. Striker 3-3.
Here's Mostert. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey, check nigga. Hut.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Desmond Ridder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going right back to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, man.
On second down, here's the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Steal. Check steal.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with a minute.
And has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Mahomes will throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They